Adam Schefter, our good friend from ESPN, and many people don't realize that Adam went to Michigan and has great Michigan ties, even though now he's a big national football reporter. He's on the line with us from ESPN. Hi, Adam.
Good morning, Mitch. Congratulations on another year for you. I hope it's a tremendous fundraising effort. And sorry I can't be here on StreamYard. We tried to connect, had technical difficulties, so the phone call here will have to suffice.
That's all right. We got a beautiful picture of you up on the screen here as we're talking to you.
Okay, great.
So
great. Well, that's
probably you look better than you do at 7:15 in the morning. So
I guarantee that picture looks better than I do right now. I guarantee that.
Although I see you on ESPN, and I'm always, because I've known you since you were a kid, and I'm always thinking, is that Adam's bedroom? Is that Adam's library? I don't really care what you're saying. I'm more like, I wonder what room that is in his house. And how come I don't see Bo up on that bookshelf behind him?
You know what? Let me say this. I still have the Bo book that you wrote signed to me, and I will say this, and I'm not just saying this to say it. It's one of my most treasured mementos, and I really mean that. That had a profound influence on shaping me as a young adult and helping me turn into the professional that I am today. You have a huge hand in that. I've always been indebted to you, and always had tremendous respect and admiration for all that you've done and who you are and the great good that you do in that city. Detroit is very blessed to have you as a resident there and doing all the great goodwill that you do.
Well, that's kind of you to say, Adam, and I'm very proud of how you have long left us in the dirt and in the sports world and gone on to do such great things with the NFL. I often do wonder, though, because I worry about you like a kid brother, and I wonder, I see you on it all these hours of the day, and I'm thinking he probably just has a suit that he just grabs, stands in front of that camera in his house, and then takes it off. He's got his underwear on underneath or something like that, because you don't live, ready to do a TV report all the time, and yet you're on TV all the time. How does it work?
There's that great John Clayton commercial where he's in his bedroom and he finishes his live shot and he rips off his suit and he jumps into bed and starts eating Chinese food and yells for his mom. And it's not all that dissimilar in my house. We've got 5 dogs. They're barking. My wife needs me to do something. I'm in my office where you see that bookcase. Anytime there's that bookcase behind me, that is my home office. And yes, there's a very good chance I'm in my sweatpants or shorts or whatever it is. And I can't wait to get my dress shirt and tie off so I can get back into more comfortable clothes and then go play with the dogs and hang out with my family.
Well, I tip my hat to you for trying to find a balance in your life and keep up with all the NFL news. But it's pretty remarkable job that you do. And we might be seeing you at the Super Bowl this year, Adam. That's not something I ever thought I would say being in Detroit, but I have a funny feeling.
Mitch, this is the best chance that the Lions have ever had to go to the Super Bowl. And I know that people in Philadelphia or Minnesota or Green Bay might disagree, but it's hard not to root for the Lions to get to the Super Bowl. They've got the right players. They've got the right people. They've got the right makeup. I'm a little worried about the defensive injuries and all the people on injured reserve. That is a concern. If this team were fully healthy, I really would have very little doubt that it would be able to advance. But it seems like no matter who they plug in, they could put you and me at safety, and we might be making plays. They continue to find ways to win and get the job done, and it would be an unbelievable story if they made it to the Super Bowl. I know they're playing the Bills this week, but can you imagine what that would be like if those two teams actually met in the Super Bowl and either Detroit or Buffalo would have a Super Bowl parade? Like, that would be
my gosh,
incredible.
I think Detroit Buffalo would be like the underappreciated city Super Bowl. That would be like it would be the equivalent of the Cubs and Red Sox meeting in the World Series like 20 years ago.
There'd be no one in New York and Michigan in February. Everybody be in New Orleans. Everybody in both cities would be down there.
That's right. That's right. Because they think this might be the only chance we have.
That's right.
The only shame would be that somebody would lose because they'd still have to lose it. But well, we'll see if that happens. We look forward to it. Adam, appreciate your support always for our organization here. I'm trying to think, is there something we could ask Adam to put on the auction table here?
Yeah. I do this all the time. It's become like my standard thing. fantasy football is so huge, and tonight's the start of the fantasy football playoffs. And I always like to donate like a 30-minute Zoom call to people. It's gone for pretty good money elsewhere. And I get on the phone with somebody in the summer, and I'll give Kerry all the information about how to arrange it.
Okay.
And so someone could bid on it, and they get me for 30 minutes, and I give them all my fantasy football sleepers. I'm in 2 leagues. I'm in my playoffs in both leagues. I've helped people win their championships. So if you want to win your fantasy football championship, you donate here today, and then they'll do a 30-minute Zoom call with me at some point this summer. And I'll give
that's a good prize.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. All right. We will put that. I bet that'll fetch some big bucks.
Yeah, and also have Kerry send me a link to the organization so I could donate myself in addition to the Zoom call, because I do want to make a donation as well.
Okay. All right. Well, we can do that. And it's pretty easy. It's Mitch Albom, Radiothon.com. You can do it right there.
Album, just a second. Consider it done. There'll be a donation that's going to get made today, a nice donation, and ESPN, I'm going to get ESPN to match it. So let's have everybody keep donating money and raising funds and continuing to support you with all the great work.
Well, if ESPN's going to put up money, let me spell that out. It's mitchalbomradiothon.com. You can tell them they can make up for what they paid me for the sports reporters for all those years.
Hey, Joe Valari will be insulted by you saying that. But
Joe wasn't the one paying me. Adam, great to talk to you. Thanks for that offer. That's wonderful. Really appreciate it.
Mitch Albom, Radiothon.com.
Yep. MitchAlbomRadiothon.com. You can do it right there.
I'm gonna get it done, and unfortunately, I'm blessed that I'm able to afford right now a little bit more than I was able to afford when I was a student at the University of Michigan. So my donation will be made, and we will contribute the Zoom call to help you win your fantasy football championship as well.
Thank you, Adam. Great to talk to you. Thanks for being so generous.
Send my best. Good luck today.
Adam Schefter from ESPN.